All right, good morning, trade pros. Welcome to our morning market update for Thursday. And it is currently April 12th of 2018. This is George Papazov from Trade Pro Academy. Today we're going to talk about a number of things, but we're going to start off with an introduction to something really exciting that we've been working on and we're going to get into the market. So I'll give you guys some key levels to watch for today's session. We're going to talk about Bitcoin. We're going to talk about some important news coming out today. We're going to talk about oil and what the Fed said yesterday in their meeting minutes. So quite an agenda. It's an aggressive agenda, and I'm an aggressive individual, and I'm aggressive about educating the world how to trade because I think it's the best job in the world. All right, let's start by getting into conversation very quickly about this. In the description below, you're going to see a link to our Trading Psychology Mastery course. And I'm going to tell you this, if you poll successful traders who have been trading for a long time and you ask them what is the biggest component of trading, they'll say psychology. All right, 80% of trading success has been attributed to having the right mindset and having the right psychology. All right, this is from statistics and from analysis. This is a number that can't be disputed. However, 100% of most retail traders' investment goes towards finding the next strategy, the next system, the next best thing. And here's the truth. The truth is there is no best strategy. There's only a best you. And a lot of the times when we look for something external to teach us how to trade, or we look for something external to be the answer, we're looking for the one answer that will work for every single thing that will make us rich. That answer doesn't exist. All right, the one indicator, the one system, the one strategy, it's you. You're that one secret sauce indicator that you've been looking for. And when you take a little bit, when you start living a cause, once you shift your mindset to take responsibility for the results you're creating and you're about to create, once you take responsibility and live a cause for everything in your life, trading will skyrocket. There's no way your trading will not do well because you've conditioned your mind to be a performance machine. I got a lot of tips and tricks. I was out in Los Angeles. In total, over 2017 and 2018, probably at least over 6-7 weeks. And I've got a certification on 5 big things: neuro-linguistic programming, master practitioner, master clinical hypnotherapist, master EFT, master time techniques, and master life and success coach. All right, so I've been certified on this stuff. I've invested over 130 hours of my personal time, a lot of hotels, flights, time in hotel training rooms, which I detest, but I did it in the name of moving forward and giving you guys this knowledge. I've finally created the psychology course, and it's amazing. I blew myself away. I'm like, I can't wait to take this, to do the course, because it'll be like I'm taking it. I want to teach you guys how to change your mindset. I want to teach you how to have a psychology shift. All right, it's going to just turn everything around for you, and you're going to have a shift. It's not just going to improve your trading; it'll change your whole life. Here's one tip I'm going to give you before we jump in. All right, I'll tell you this: you want to see big change with your life, you want to see big results, you got to do one small thing. You got to just live in the present, live in the now. Ask yourself, in a typical 24-hour period, how much of the day am I spending living my past or reliving decisions that I can't change, or trying to live my future of where I'll be in the future? All right, the majority of people, because of social media, because of the way society's conditioned itself, does not live in the present. They live somewhere way out there or way in the past. The problem with the past and the future is you have no control of any of the two. The only thing you ever have is now, and it's true right now, and it will only be true now. In fact, when I started the sentence till now, I can't change that anymore. I can only change right now. All right, here's one fact that I'll give you guys, and we'll jump into trading stuff today. It's impossible to feel negative. It's impossible to have no solutions. It's impossible to feel trapped, lost, unsure, fearful if you live in the now. Try it. Take the moment in, look around you, expand your consciousness, look around, feel the room, be in your body, be present. All right. And that's the biggest present I can give you, is to tell you to be present, because when you're in the now, you stop seeing problems and all you see is solutions. It's physically impossible to feel negative in the now. Okay. Just want you guys to know that. And I've built an awesome course. Click the link in the description. Join us. We're starting May 1st. This is your only chance to catch this course recorded live. I'm only doing it live once, and then it'll be videos for all eternity. All right, let's get into the markets. Now I have to speed up because I spent a little bit longer than I wanted to on that intro, but I really wanted to give you guys that info because I do think it's the most important thing you could have learned all day. And I'll tell you this: how would you like to get the lost user manual for your mind? All right, how would you like to communicate with yourself more effectively? That's what this is all about. All right, because being a better trader means being a better human. You're not going to become a better trader by just learning one formula, one indicator. You're going to only become a better trader when you're congruent, your actions and your thoughts are congruent with becoming a better trader. That's all I'm going to say on that. I could talk about the stuff for hours, and it's changed my life. It's worked for me like a charm. I could give you guys stories that you wouldn't believe, and that's why I'm not going to. All right, in Asia, Japan's down 0.1%, Hong Kong's down 0.2%, China's down 0.9%, India's up 0.5%. Market's starting off a little bit slower this morning. In Europe at midday, London's up 0.1, Paris is up 0.3, Frankfurt up half a percentage point. We're getting a little bit of a bullish sentiment in European equities after some downside momentum in Asia. Okay, futures here in the United States, Dow Jones is up 0.4%, S&P is up 0.5%, Nasdaq's up half a percent as well, which is 0.5. So green across the board on European equities and on United States futures on equity markets. So we're green, and we've kind of shaken off the bearishness from the Asia session. Today, we're at a level that if we break this 2660 resistance on this S&P 500, we're going up. We gave shorts a lot of time to punch through this bottom, and they haven't. Today, if they can't hold this resistance level, we're going up and taking out a boatload of buy stops as we squeeze out short sellers from their positions. Short squeeze potentially coming today. Look out. Given that no news comes out about trade war or actual war. We'll talk about that in a moment. On crude oil, 66.67, down 0.2%. Yesterday, crude oil skyrocketed, and this is due to the tension that's going on in the Middle East and Syria and the United States' potential response to it. We'll talk about that in a moment as well. 65 is one of the big supports on oil. I don't think we get down there today, but I mean, if we do pull back from this large rally, around that 65.20 level is a good support to watch for a swing trade. $90 a key resistance. 90 is a key resistance on the US dollar. The dollar's up. I'll talk about why in a moment. 1340 support on the downside on gold. All right. Bitcoin steady. For those of you that are trading cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin is about to rally. It's showing us signs that it's bottomed out. Remember, we said the analogy, how would you catch a falling knife? If I drop the falling knife from the CN Tower, from the Burj Khalifa, the biggest freestanding structure, how would you catch it? You wouldn't sit below it and say, I got it. That's not going to end well. What you're going to do is you're going to move out of the way. It's going to bounce off the floor a couple times, maybe break, who knows, and you're going to pick it up. And now it becomes a tool, not a weapon. All right, not a danger. It becomes something that could assist you. So that's the same way you're going to pick up Bitcoin. You saw the free fall. I've been telling you, stay out of the way, stay out of the way, stay out of the way. It actually bounced today on some decent volume. You could pick up some dips and start buying on the way up. We could expect to see a rally up to 10, 12,000. All right, so I'm starting to see a bottoming out pattern in Bitcoin. I'm getting bullish on it. That's, what are you going to do? News today, we had the initial jobless claim slightly worse than expected, so slightly more bearish. 4-week average is trending slightly to the more side, meaning more unemployment claims, more people lost their jobs, the worse it is for the economy, but slightly small. It's not a massive impact. 9:45, you got Bloomberg Consumer Comfort Index. Tongue twister. 10:30, we got natural gas inventory. Yesterday, we had the oil inventory number. By Jolly, it was a great trade. Anyone in the trading room could attest to that. We did amazing. I think I caught like 84 cents of a move. That's one contract's $840. Just put that in perspective. And all it takes is $1,000 margin to get one contract. So you pretty much, I don't like to give you guys these statistics that all the other companies do. Put in $1,000 and become a millionaire. That's not going to happen. The only way that's going to happen is if you condition yourself to allow that to happen. 99.99% of the population is clueless on how to get successful because they're looking for somebody else to give them the answer and not looking inside. I'll tell you something. The second you look inside, the answers are already there. All right. I'm going to definitely get some dislikes for that. Go ahead. Dislike all you want. Let this be the video that the world hates. Click the dislike button for me. Why don't you? All right. So what else was I going to say? Fed officials yesterday at 2 p.m. Sorry, 2 p.m. the meeting minutes came out. All participants were expecting the economy to strengthen and an inflation to increase in the coming months. This is a very hawkish statement, which means interest rates are going up potentially as inflation is going up, which means what? The U.S. dollar jumped up yesterday. For those of you that are wondering why the dollar went up, that's why. It was the meeting minutes from the Federal Reserve suggested more steep and more interest rate hikes coming quicker in the next little bit. And so the dollar took off. Gold sold off promptly, as it should. equities failed to feel a little bit weak. Equities should have weakened on that news, but they didn't. All right, so there you have it. Let's talk about this. We're also kicking off earnings season. I know this is a huge morning market update. We're kicking off earnings season. So you know what? I changed my mind because I put in so much effort, and this is a really good morning market update. I want you to undislike and like the video. Thanks, guys. Please hit the like button, show some love, show YouTube that this is good content. We're kicking off the first quarter results for earnings, and we're starting off with BlackRock, symbol BLK, JP Morgan, JPM, symbol Citigroup, C, Wells Fargo, WFC, and PNC Financial. So we're officially starting. When banks report their quarterly income and their quarterly results, that's the official start of the earnings season. It used to be Alcoa until they split. All right, so we got that coming up. We got stock earnings. We got the Federal Reserve being a little bit more hawkish. We got Bitcoin trying to take off. We got trade war, which we still haven't got any resolution on. We got potential real war with Syria. Donald Trump yesterday said he's considering taking military action against Syria after meeting with Defense Secretary Jim Mattis. He said, and then he tweets this morning, I never said when an attack on Syria would take place. But then yesterday he said an attack on Syria is taking place soon. He said it could be very soon or not so soon at all. So that's very cryptic. Nobody would really understand what that means. I'll tell you what it means. What it means is that I'm not going to say that. You guys almost caught me off guard. Look, I got an opinion on this. It's just not one that I got to stay neutral as a trader. If you start having too much opinions, you build a bias. Bias will get you murdered in the market. Removing bias is how you succeed, not looking to be right and looking to be profitable. I will tell you this. If there's an airstrike on Syria by the United States, if there's any kind of military action, whether it's from Navy or airstrike, like I mentioned, oil prices are just going to absolutely skyrocket. Any sign of instability in the Middle East is going to push oil prices up. Here's where you got to look and watch and listen for and taste and smell and wait for. I don't know how you'd be gustatory on that one. But, all right, here's what you do. You wait. Saudi Arabia has already said they want oil at $80 a barrel. That's been very bullish. It's been a bullish catalyst over the last couple of days. If you missed that, then you shouldn't have. So Saudi Arabia says $80 an oil, a barrel oil. Oil just rallies up to start getting excited. All right. Well, now there's a potential war or a conflict with Russia or Syria rather, in which Russia is going to get drawn in because Syria's allies, Russia. All right. And if that happens, there's potential huge implications for oil supply. Oil is going to absolutely rocket and hit that 80. Not a problem. It's going to rocket and hit that 80. If there's a conflict in Middle East, crude will break $100 a barrel. It could hit 147, the high of crude oil. It could hit 250, 300 a barrel. Who knows? All right. Who knows? Are you going to have to pump oil in your car? Yes, you are, to get to work. All right. What are you going to do if the supply is disrupted? You're going to pay more for it. All right. So yeah, I mean, I'm not talking up crude. Actually, I kind of am. So I'm looking at long oil, long gold. If there's any kind of conflict in the Middle East, and if this thing escalates, especially if Donald Trump does some kind of preemptive strike and takes Jim Mattis' advice, I don't want to see that happen. It's going to be a great trading opportunity, but I don't like to see war. War is a negative thing. There's difference between power and force. All right, force is not true power. Remember that. If somebody tells you, "Oh, force your way in," that's temporary gain. You're going to eventually let that go back because force needs energy to be maintained in order for you to have that one thing you want. So if you have force, you got to maintain force, and it's very exhausting to have force. It's a very exhausting energy source to exert force. Therefore, it becomes harder and harder to keep something. Power is effortless. All right? Power doesn't come through force. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Take care. Have yourselves a great day. Trade careful. Manage your risks today. Trade like a trade pro. I got to turn around and open up the trade room. You guys check out that trading psychology course. I hope you do. It's going to be phenomenal. I'll tell you one thing. There's nothing like it in the industry. There are some places that go way into psychology, but some of those, I don't want to call out anybody, but some of those teachers are more trained in psychology. They don't understand the trading aspect. And there's some traders who stick to very trading basic psychology, like Mark Douglas's book, Trading in the Zone. Great book. It just doesn't give you any of the strategies you need to actually change your psychology. Don't short sell out of low. Okay, well, what should I do? when you use don'ts, you don't actually give advice. You're telling people what to do in the way of telling them how you think they shouldn't. So it's really dangerous. Anywho, it's a great book if you guys want to check it out. Mark Douglas is Trading in the Zone, but we're going much deeper than that. We're giving you actual tools that professional traders use. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say. I got to just be quiet already. Just shut up already, George. Hit the like button, comment below. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Manage your risk trade like a trade pro. I hope you enjoyed today's lengthy update. All right. That's all I got for you. I'm turning around now. Goodbye. Jeez, guys, I didn't think I was going to be able to turn around. For some reason, that I don't know, a divine force, I just had to kept saying stuff that I thought was useful. I've had 3 cups of coffee already. It's been a long morning. Take care, YouTube. I still got you on here. All the best. I'll catch you guys. I'll catch up with you tomorrow morning.